All right, I'm going to start a little early this time. So, first of all, thank you so much for helping me reach 400 subscribers. Much appreciated. You got 600 left to go. Still a long way to go, but I'm grateful to have reached 400 up to this point. But we're in the closing seconds of the Bucks Nets game. I thought I might as well just start this early because it looks like that game's coming down to the last shot. And I swear, the Bucks just want to play too much iso ball. And also, if only Giannis had any resemblance of a mid-range shot, this is once again one of those games where he looks good on the box score, but it's also an occurring thing for him that all body and athleticism, no actual skill. If he had any resemblance of a mid-range game, he could really use one because the Nets are trying to make him shoot those mid-range shots. They know he wants to attack every time, but he has no confidence in his jump shot whatsoever. But Drew Holiday just came up clutch for them. This is a game that the Bucks have to win because they're holding the Nets to 82 points, I think. Yeah, this thing just froze, so hold on. But anyways, if you could please like the stream, it'd really help out. We can get this out to more people. And also, new people here, please remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Basketball, baseball, and football content. I am thinking about talking about the whole spin rate thing and the cheating. My thing really is don't hate the game because I don't think Major League Baseball has done a good enough job enforcing that that's not allowed. But anyways, just wish that this thing wasn't so slow. Come on, hit the play button. It's not that hard. All right, we're down to the last 2.8 seconds left. Bucks are up 1. Oh, come on, Miguel Andujar just made a big error for the Yankees in left field. All right. So Middleton just got fouled in the backcourt. We're going to do the last couple of seconds of this game before we go on to the main event, the Clippers and the Jazz. But yeah. Yeah, you don't want the ball in Brown's hands in that situation. You want it in either KD or Kyrie's hands. But yeah, Chris Middleton's had a really good game, 33 points, and that make it 34 with that free throw. And Middleton will make the second free throw. It's a timeout for the Nets. Yeah, Brian, who I expect to be on pretty soon, Giannis is too predictable with his move. He needs a mid-range shot. Yeah, if Giannis had any resemblance of at least a mid-range shot, he'd be so much less predictable, and teams wouldn't just try to lay off him and, it's just the fact that, all it is with him is speed and athleticism and strength and not actual skill. If he had the actual skill, would he be on top of this world? He'd easily be better than LeBron if he actually had a jump shot and handles and playmaking ability. And yeah, if Harden was healthy, this would be a sweep. I agree with that for sure. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know we still don't really know how well Harden really fits with the team, but just Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, we have seen that they really can coexist. We saw it at the very beginning of the season that they're very capable of coexisting. And that'll do it for the Nets Bucks game. Bucks win this one by 3 points, and see, that was a pretty lucky win for them. They just escaped.
Ridiculously low scoring game. And so the Nets post game will begin immediately on the S app. You want to check that out?
So now it's a 2-1 series, and I think I might actually go live for the next game. We'll see. But yeah, we're just waiting on Clippers and Jazz to start. And yeah, that was not a very well drawn up play by the Nets. I mean, yeah, that was a good job by the Bucks, though, to make sure that they really pressure Durant and make him catch it out deep, though. I mean, I feel like the Nets could have drawn up a better play, though. But, you know, during the game, damn, I felt like the Nets didn't play at all that great and still had a chance. Nets blow them out in game 4. I could definitely see that happening. I think I might actually go live for that. We'll see. But, wow. You know, we'll see if Harden is healthy. You know, if Harden was healthy, like, yeah, I could actually definitely see a sweep happening just from the talent alone. And also, Mike Budenholzer just isn't a great coach. Lisa Salter's thicker than a Snicker.
Flies it into left. They have 2 harders there. 2 down.
So we're just waiting on the game to start.
The thing of it is, Jonathan Kawhi's 2-seamer just ate him up. He got beat on that match.
I'm just listening to the interview right now.
He missed it. He got beat. Well done from Jonathan Kawhi.
Well, 3 people here, nice.
Sacrifice bunt in the 4th.
Yeah. Middleton, he really showed up in this game, and if they could get more of this from Middleton consistently, Bucks need more creativity on offense. Exactly. I 100% agree. Giannis at the top of the key and then spins for his go-to move. But like we saw it in game 2 of the Heat series. That was the only game I actually got to watch in that series, though, that we saw him playing off ball, and that worked beautifully. Because we know that him playing on ball is just not a good idea because he can't handle the ball very well, and he's not a great playmaker. But it's 43 minutes, 33 points, 14 to 31 from the field, 14 rebounds. Although he did shoot terribly from 3 and from the free throw line, as expected. But they came away with the win. That's what matters most. Now they got to look to split the series, to even the series in game 4. But yeah, we're about to start the Clippers and Jazz game, and pressure's on the Clippers now. And we saw in game 1 that the Clippers were fatigued from, especially Kawhi, from having to fight that hard to beat Dallas. And this is what happens when you don't prioritize the 3rd seed, because guaranteed they would have had a much easier time beating Portland than they did with Dallas. He plays better tonight. To be honest, I'm not so sure, because we've seen him crumble under pressure time after time after time again. You know, he's someone that not very good at handling pressure, and in front of that crowd, I'm just not so sure of it, to be honest. I mean, maybe he does play better simply for the fact that he couldn't be any worse in game 1. But it may not be saying much. We'll have to see. But Kawhi's also got to really step it up. But you know what, though? He was definitely fatigued. We'll see if he has a little more energy in this game. Because he had to do so much just to beat Dallas. And for now, I guess we can still forget about it that Tyronn Lue didn't do a good job preparing for Dallas. But we won't fully forget about it until they get to the conference finals. Because Utah was well rested going into this series. But now, actually, is Mike Conley playing tonight? I'm going to look that up right now to see if Mike Conley's playing. He's questionable for game 2. Okay, so if Mike Conley's back, then it's the Jazz game to lose. But the Jazz, he's out for tonight. Okay, yeah, because I actually just looked it up. It said he's questionable, but okay. Clippers actually do have a chance. But, again, Utah's a very tough environment to play in front of. Okay, wait. I thought the stream site I was using would just continue on with the Clippers and Jazz, but apparently it's not doing that, so hold on. And yeah, I'm just not trusting my laptop anymore with the Wi-Fi being stable, so I'm watching these games on my phone now. Come on, hit the play button. The play button.
His first big league hit.
All right, we should be starting. Yep, we're starting. I'm gonna turn that down though because I want to make sure that you guys can hear the broadcast, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me too. The boisterous, vociferous. That was Mike Breen that said that, but that's something I'd expect Clyde Frazier to say. I mean, Mike Breen's awesome too, though. But yeah, that's exactly what we expect when there's a playoff game in Utah. We know from having watched the Lakers all these years and all their playoff matchups with the Jazz. And congrats to Rudy Gobert on winning the Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, he's being presented with that right now, although I'm going to be honest. If I had a vote, I would vote for Ben Simmons. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but if I had a vote, yeah, I would vote for Ben Simmons. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Let's go back to game 1. Donovan Mitchell was serenaded with non-defensive player of the year chance, but MVP chance after his 45-point
MVP chance.
Take a look at tonight's winning ingredients. 2-1 on Sanchez. Go for 2 Mitchell is quickly becoming one of the game's transcendent stars.
So yeah, the Jazz do have the better ranked defense this year, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, please.
And he's averaging 28, so he's bringing his best when his best is needed. On the other side, you have Kawhi Leonard, a 2-time finals MVP.
So they had the 4th best defense, and so we're right around tip-off right now. And the Sixers had the Sixers actually had the better defense this year. Okay, then. I would have voted for Ben Simmons. Trust him a lot more to guard the other team.
Meanwhile, we'll visit the home team, the Utah Jazz. Donovan Mitchell equals the backcourt. And Gobert, 3-time now defensive player of the year.
Sixers
Laced his sail to left.
did have
21.
It just makes a lot of feels ridiculous when these two guys hitting again.
So big deliver. See that move for Montour here tonight. That's the
And the Jazz win the opening tip. And Ingles will lay it up, and the Jazz get on the board first. And Kawhi gets his first bucket, and it's a 2-2 game now. And also, please remember to hit that like button so we get this out to more people. Donovan Mitchell from mid-range, and he knocks that one down. It's 4-2 Jazz now. Here's Paul George, guarded by Donovan Mitchell. He's posting up, and he gets inside, and he misses. I don't know. Could it be another long night for Paul George? Here he is guarding Donovan Mitchell. Hey, if he can at least – and Donovan Mitchell knocks down the three. Clippers are in trouble early, but hey, if he can at least contain Donovan Mitchell, even if he shoots like 1 for 20, if he at least contains Donovan Mitchell, like it should be all good, even though he's still going to get flamed on Twitter for it. And Kawhi from mid-range, he misses, and nice hustle by Marcus Morris Sr. to keep the possession, and Reggie Jackson from mid-range, and he misses. And the Jazz get the ball. And Donovan Mitchell is guarded by Paul George, and he's going to take the three, and he knocks that one down too. And it's an early timeout from Ty Lue. Could be a long night for the Clippers. If it is, I'm going to end this early. Hopefully, it is actually a game. Hopefully, the Clippers do get in this game just so I don't think about having to end this early.
Took a couple of tough pitches, ran the count to 3-2. Stick it in your back pocket, you just say, for Josh Thomas.
But anyways, hey, it's funny how things work. I said it in my last stream too. You got to see my Yankees rant, right? Well, they actually won their last two ever since, and they're up 4-2 right now. Chris Giddens, a recently called up first baseman, is up with no outs at the top of the 6th inning with runners on first and second. So, yeah, hoping that some more people hop on. But, hey, got to say that as long as the Wi-Fi is holding up, I'm having fun with this. It's also a good way to save time. But eventually I got to cover the whole foreign substance thing with the pitchers and Major League Baseball.
Obviously, his first look at big
something that I feel like I'm going to need to write out a script for.
Making contact.
And oh, wow. Well, I would have rather had Sanchez out of the baseline than have a double play, so really can't be mad at that. I'm sure some people are going to roast him no matter what, but me personally, I would have rather had Sanchez out of the baseline.
So actually, Gary kind of teaked him. You take that on the Yankee bench.
Yeah.
Still first and second and one out now.
Freezing. Forced Donaldson to think, and that didn't go well for Josh.
Okay, come on.
Well put.
Please.
Frazier smacks that to right. It's going to hang up. Celestino makes the catch, and sliding back head first is Gittins. 2 down.
All right. So, yeah, I think they're out of the timeout now, but sheesh, this thing is slow. Move it.
Well, this is kind of the
Trying to
baseball number, right? The line drive to right field is the out. And the bleeder that trickles up the
Oh
third base
my
line was
God,
the hit.
please move it.
But nonetheless, outs first and second still, and LeMahieu will.
LeMahieu singled his last time up. Ball one.
Move it. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. Please stop being slow and just move it already.
Facing the Twins.
Come on.
2-0.
Anyway, so what's up, everyone? Yeah, sorry, this thing is just not willing to cooperate right now for whatever reason.
Yankees looking to tack on more.
All right. Like, why did that take so long?
To sweep of the Twins.
All right. Here they are, and okay, I have the game on mute now, but it is what it is. All right.
Yes, he did.
And that looks like it's going to be an offensive foul.
Confirmed by Trip Gibson, the first base umpire.
Okay.
Up the middle of base hit center field.
Oh, no, this is still on mute. I'm sorry.
He will score.
So, okay, let me just look.
Single from DJ LeMahieu, and the Yankees extend their lead to 5.
I mean, it would be okay. So right now it's still 10-2 Jazz, and Marcus Morris Sr. Okay, Marcus Morris Sr. got the second bucket inside the three-point line, and okay, so Bogdanovich. Oh, so Zubac with the dunk. Okay, so it's 12-6 Jazz right now.
And Duhart being cooled off. Yeah, he's that hot.
Because I'm sorry, I cannot watch games on mute.
Grounds 1 to 3rd. Donaldson goes the short way and ends the inning for the Yankees.
And Zubac makes the first free throw.
Miguel and Duhart trying to be cooled down.
Okay, you're done, you NBA bite. You're done. You suck. And yeah, I'm just gonna look at the play-by-play right now because this thing is just trash. Move it. And okay, so Gobert got fouled by Zubac, and Gobert missed the first free throw. Okay, this thing is so slow and stupid. Stop. Yeah, I don't want to bore anyone, but this thing is just not cooperative at all. Because yeah, I feel like this would be so boring if. Shut up! All right. Anyways, Gobert. Okay, so Marcus Morris Sr. missed from the corner 3. And Rudy Gobert got the defensive rebound. Donovan Mitchell missed from deep. There we go. Okay, we're back in action now. Oh, thank you. That was unbearable, but thank goodness that's over. Okay, I'm going to fall behind a little bit, but whatever. So Gobert makes a second free throw, and that's going to put the Jazz up by 6. Okay, so Reggie Jackson has the ball up top. and Paul George is going to attack, but he kicks it out to Batum, and then that's to Reggie Jackson, and he misses from 3. Like Paul George, like I understand Rudy Gobert is the defensive player of the year. I think it should be Ben Simmons, but whatever. But still, you can't be afraid of him. You got to attack. And Mitchell from 3, he misses. Paul George with the rebound. And Donovan Mitchell, Gobert running the floor, and he gets that one to go. It's 15-7 Jazz now. And okay, so here's Batum attacking, and Paul George, he's going to shoot from mid-range, and he's going to knock that one down. Yeah, so that'll put Paul George on the board. They're going to really need him to get going in this game. And Donovan Mitchell attacks, and he misses the layup. And Marcus Morris Sr. with the rebound. And Kawhi thought about the 3 but didn't take it. Then now Marcus Morris Sr. has the ball in the post, and he's going to go up, and he misses, gets his own rebound, and he passes out to Batum. Batum for 3, and he knocks it down, and the Clippers are now only down by 3 points. And here comes Donovan Mitchell, and almost turned it over, but still going to keep possession of the ball. That was a little careless, though. Is this a must-win for the Clippers? Oh, absolutely. Even though I know they're going to be going home for the next 2 games still, I think that they want to win at least one in Utah, so that way they feel more comfortable going back home. So I think Jordan Clarkson's in the game. Yeah, that is him, and he's going to knock down the shot from the free throw line. So, yeah, Jordan Clarkson just checked in the game. Yep. Some instant offense off the bench for them. And Reggie Jackson is guarded by Clarkson up top. And he's going to try to attack, but no, he's going to get it to Batum. Batum fakes it, but okay. Moving the ball around, but they got to get a shot up now. 3 in the shot clock, and Morris makes that one. And now it's a 3-point game again. And Paul George is guarding Mitchell once again. And they're going to switch again. And Paul George is now guarding Jordan Clarkson. And Jordan Clarkson dancing and prancing, and he knocks down. And here come the Clippers now. Reggie Jackson. Paul George from 3. He bricks it. And Royce O'Neal gets the rebound. And Donovan Mitchell splits the defender, then he's going to take that to the hole and put the Jazz up by 8. Timeout, Clippers. Yeah, it's going to be tough for the Clippers now. They're already in a hole, and we know about this raucous crowd in Utah. That's how it always is for the Jazz in the playoff game. All right, so that's good. And also, by the way, just so everyone knows, if I leave during the stream, like if I'm not here during the stream and someone hops on, just let them know that I might be taking a bathroom break, or maybe I'm doing something around the house. Because sometimes I do that. Although I have 2 water bottles filled this time, so this time it's not like I'm going to need a water refill. But anyways, Clippers have no answer for Donovan Mitchell. Nope. And I don't know, like the switching everything is definitely not working right now. What does he have right now?
You know what? I feel comfortable ripping it with the 2 seams. I'm going to just throw it and use it consistently, and he's gotten a better feel for it.
The 0-2.
Donovan Mitchell has 12 points already in just 7 minutes.
Would say, with that kind of arm, let's get you to throw high fastballs. Let's throw more 4-seamers. And
like Paul George, if you're going to shoot 1 for 4, at least lock up Donovan Mitchell. Like, you have that defensive reputation. And let Kawhi take care of the offense. You know, Kawhi's been quiet too. Like
Lifted in the air to center.
he's
Gardner drifts back.
once again being passive.
And Enzo
This is a
1-2
great game,
for
very
Andy
defensive. I have to
Gardner
say a
on the
lot
last
about it.
He's retired
And I'll break it
5
down
as
into
Faith
tonight's
goes
recap. The
7.
Bucks were lucky to win that one, in my opinion. I totally agree the Bucks were lucky to win that one.
Your favorite players to the top. Midsummer Classic in
Yeah,
Colorado.
D. Mitch going for 50. I could see it. Other than PG, I think Mitchell and the Jazz definitely see Zubats and their eyes get big like that, like they at the buffet, right? By the way, the Lake Show, at the Lake Show 4L, that's a great Twitter to follow. I highly recommend that. NBA fans, Ricky G, J. Richard Goodman, also a great follow. NBA fan, that's why coaches don't call timeout. They don't want to go against set defense. But I assumed that was about the Bucks game. Elite two-way player, quotation elite two-way player has been anticipating the screen too early, and Mitchell has gone the other way twice and scored. Then he forced him into help, I assume, only for him to score again, and he's not shooting well. Not good enough. Yeah, Paul George. PJ Tucker, 32 minutes, 0 points, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 4 fouls. Although I do think that PJ Tucker did the best he can with Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's just Kevin Durant, and there's only so much you could do with him. But really, I was saying for a while, why is Giannis not guarding him? Like, Giannis has to guard Kevin Durant. Like, I know I can't be the only one who believes this. Like, especially if the Nets are going to find ways to slow down Giannis on offense. Well, I mean, the stat sheets will say, like, no, they didn't. But honestly, like, if you watch the game, you can see the very obvious holes in Giannis's game are still very much there. And Kawhi attacks, and he's going to make the layup. No call there. 22-16.
Scoreless outing of at least.
So they're going to run the give and go, but it's going to be a foul on the floor. But yeah, the thing with Donovan Mitchell, like Paul George is anticipating those screens way too early. And also, please stop freezing. I'm trying to live stream this game, and I'm not interested in these porn pop-ups.
Comes into the game for Minnesota. He will face Torres, Stanton, and Urshela.
All right.
He can hit a
like,
with his fastball.
I wish the thing could hear me so I could like straight up tell it, knock it off. This isn't funny.
Originally signed with the Astros, traded to Minnesota.
Oh, so we have a Boogie Cousins sighting here. So, okay, Patrick Beverley's in the game, and so is Boogie Cousins. I felt like Boogie Cousins should have played more in the last game. So, okay, that's going to be Jazz ball. So, Mitchell's going to bring the ball up top, guarded by Patrick Beverley. And, yeah, like, they're not doing a good job getting around those screens. Like, no one was there to even hedge, so. But luckily, they dodged a bullet. Donovan Mitchell missed that three. Boogie Cousins attacks, and he's going to play some bully ball, and he gets that one to go. It's a 6-point lead for the Jazz now. Hey, please remember to hit that like button, by the way. And here's Jordan Clarkson, and, okay, he has Batum on his back, and he just misses that fall-away jumper, and the Clippers get the rebound. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter, and Kawhi Leonard is going to draw the foul, I think. Appreciate the like. But yeah, like the Clippers need to do a better job getting around those screens. I think they need to watch some Derek Fisher film. Like Derek Fisher's the guy I watch to learn to get around those screens. And Kawhi's at the free throw line, and
Urshela has tripled.
when will this thing ever understand this is not funny or cool?
Solid season numbers from Gio. Really strong numbers of late.
Okay, done. Bye, Felicia. This thing is whack.
Yankees trying to improve to 106-37 against the Twins since 2000.
So, okay. Promise this isn't going to happen during baseball streams because, once again, paid subscription with baseball.
Frustrated.
I might have to get NBA League Pass so that I don't have to deal with this anymore because I swear, trust me, like this may get boring because I have to keep dealing with this, and it's unbearable to me to have to constantly deal with this.
And once again retires.
It's 24-21 Jazz right now.
As Glaber retreats to first.
Yeah, I really feel like Boogie should be playing more. And Georges Niang has checked into the game. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. And Donovan Mitchell, he turns that one over. Here comes Kawhi, gets it to Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly did take it himself, but he's going to get to the line for two. So Gary Sanchez is going to pop up. Yeah, pop out. I'm still the Yankees game.
Then the top of the seventh, tonight's seventh inning stretch brought to you by Ford and the fully electric F-150 Lightning. Let's take a look at it.
So anyways, Beverly is going to miss the first free throw. And Luke Kennard's checking into the game. So whoever else is here, I know Brian hit the like button, but whoever else is here, yeah, please remember to hit the like button. We get more people here that way. So Patrick Beverly is going to knock down the second free throw, and it's a 2-point game. And Joe Ingles is going to bring the ball up the court. And, yeah, they're just switching everything right now. And that's going to be an offensive foul, I think? Or is – yep, it's an offensive foul. Yeah, Ingles pushed off, so good call. And here's Clarkson, guarded by Batum. He's going to try to create some space. No, he's going to attack. Pull a mid-range shot is good. Minute and a half left to go. Jazz up 26-22. And here's Beverly, guarded by Clarkson. He gets it to Paul George, and Paul George gets it to Batum. And Batum, he's going to go to the line for three. I mean, I feel like that's kind of a weak call, but still. You reach, I teach, right? Like, you shouldn't be reaching on that. Just get a hand up. It's a weak foul, yeah, but still not very smart basketball to get your hand in the cookie jar.
Limiting damage through his 3 2/3. Yankees once again banging out double-digit hits. Fourth straight game.
So Batum will go to the line for three. And he's going to make the first free throw.
David, have you noticed how great the music is this season on Yes?
Got my head bopping over.
I see you.
Mitchell is
With
just.
some real rhythm.
He's almost been a one-man show. Jordan Clarkson's doing pretty well off the bench. Okay, Batum misses.
I'm a fan.
And here come the Jazz, and Joe Ingles has the ball.
Keep going all in.
And he gets fouled.
Driver's license.
Oh, it's terrific. We have Biggie influenced keys to the game today. It's a musical program. Peralta can't snare it. That's okay. LeMahieu's there. One down.
So Ingles is going to go to the line.
Even our researchers are in on this.
That's right.
And he's going to make the first free throw. Got a minute left to go in the first quarter.
I know our story too. I know the Disney Factory. But I mean, back to Brittany and JT, right?
Yeah.
And Ingles' second free throw is going to be short. And Marcus Morris Sr. gets the rebound, and Patrick Beverly has the ball. He's going to bring it up the court. And Paul George looks to attack. He's going to take the fade away, and he misses. But still not the last shot for the Jazz. And Gobert is going to attack, and that's an offensive foul. Good job by DeMarcus Cousins taking the charge. Yeah, they got to have DeMarcus Cousins out there more. And it's 40 seconds left to go, so here comes Paul George. Paul George pull-up three. That's good. Didn't like the shot selection, but it went in, so whatever. That's what matters. So Ingles is guarded by Patrick Beverly. Ingles denies the pick from Gobert, and Niang is going to get to Ingles. Ingles for three, and he knocks it down, and the Jazz are back up by 4. Clippers can settle for the last shot in the first quarter.
Sanchez going to fire down, and Gordon is.
And Paul George is going to make his move. He's going to kick it out to Kennard. Kennard for 3, and he knocks it down, and the Jazz are only up by 1 to end the first quarter. Nice find by Paul George for Kennard in the corner to knock down that 3 to end the first quarter. So the Clippers aren't doing too bad right now, but we definitely need to see the Stars get going for them to win this game. Right now, no one's really been hot for them.
100+ stolen bases in the minors.
Like, DeMarcus Cousins is looking good, though, in those 5 minutes he played. So, yeah, they got to have him out there more. And Kawhi has 5 points on 2 of 4 field goal attempts, on 2 of 4 from the field. So, he's going to need to amp it up a little more.
Get better command of that than just about anything else in his repertoire.
There it is.
The wild pitch was back to the screen, and then 2 straight changeups right where he was trying to throw. Cruz way out front.
So, I know Brian's not the only one here. So, whoever else is here, yeah, feel free to talk to me.
Runner on second, 1 out. Cruz
Hold up. Okay. So right now, yeah, Kawhi is the team leading scorer right now, but he's got to do more. Like what Donovan Mitchell's doing for the Jazz right now. Yeah, see, Paul George is anticipating those picks a little too early. Clippers got to double Mitchell. He's getting to the basket with ease. You know what I think he really needs to be done is for Paul George to not anticipate those picks so early. Like,
Now you go back to it.
he's got to let it come to him a little bit.
That's what they're talking about.
But you know, the problem with doubling Mitchell is that the fact that the Jazz have all those snipers on the court.
Produced or retransmitted in any form, the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
I mean, other than Gobert, of course, but Joe Ingles, Bogdan Bogdanovic,
Ripped to left field.
Royce O'Neal can even knock down the three, and
Toronto went with the slide,
uh-oh.
and it turns into a ribby double for Nelson Cruz. It's a 5-3 game.
True, but I'd rather have Joe Ingles beat me than Spida. I definitely feel that, though, but yeah, that's the tricky part about doubling Donovan Mitchell. I mean, I don't disagree with you, though, that I'd rather have Joe Ingles beat me.
To a right-handed batter is that there's just not as much margin for error. It's breaking towards the plate. If you make a mistake, that's what happens. Change up fading away.
So here we go. The second quarter's underway. And Kawhi is going to rest to start the second quarter. So Paul George is in there. And DeMarcus Cousins playing some bully ball against Boogie. Misses that time, but gets his own rebound. It's going to be an offensive foul. Looks like Donovan Mitchell's with the trainer right now. So Clippers got to take advantage.
The thing you notice about these big young left-handed hitters for the Twins, they look very hitterish.
Big kid. Strong.
So Ingles will get the inbound pass. He's guarded by
23.
Batum.
For one of the
And
teams, Sweden center field.
Niang is guarded by DeMarcus Cousins. And good defense by the Clippers to force a bad pass. And Batum will miss a layup. And Beverly with the rebound. And Beverly from three. He misses. And rebound by Clarkson. Thing will never get the memo that this isn't funny or cool, that this thing freezes as much as it does.
Second, 2 down. Jack Green getting ready to go in the Yankees pen. And that is who Aaron Boone is going to call on.
Can you
To face
shut
Miguel
up?
Sano. Sano coming up as the
Shut
tie.
up.
Green coming in, protecting a 2-run Yankee
Okay,
lead in the second.
Please shut up with the stupid pop-ups. All right. Whatever I missed it. And yeah, they got to let DeMarcus Cousins just stay in the game. Okay, so it's 33-31 Jazz. DeMarcus Cousins is starting to have a vintage performance. Clarkson from three misses and rebounded by, who is that? Niang from three misses. Is that Oni? Yeah, come on. Can you please stop? And Paul George, he misses from three. Yeah, it's Mia Oni. I don't know how to say his name. So here's Jordan Clarkson. And he's going to pull up with mid-range. He gets a floater to go. Jazz up 35-31. So Paul George that was good ball pressure up top by the Jazz. And Paul George is definitely going to need to do something here. Mm-hmm.
Yes, don't miss the New York Liberty's next game as they head west to battle the Phoenix Mercury. Coverage starts at 6 o'clock on Yes and streaming on the Yes app.
So Niang is coming out and Bogdanovich is coming in. So Kawhi is going to inbound the ball. But Kawhi is back in the game. He's going to get that to Reggie Jackson. And he gets it to Boogie. Okay, a little give and go here. But they're going to get it back to Boogie. The Boogie's going to... Oh, but he misses the layup. A shot clock violation, actually. Board.
See the damage Sano's done this season against righties compared to lefties.
Yeah, he's got to make his move a little faster. Like, I like what I'm seeing from Boogie, but like he's got to make his moves a little faster. He's faking a little too much. Yeah, the Clippers are just doing what they usually do, switching everything. Oh, what a mismatch. Reggie Jackson on Rudy Gobert. All Reggie Jackson can do is wrap him up. You do not want Reggie Jackson on Rudy Gobert. Like, come on.
He's not at good speed at second. Launch. He's swinging another curve. 0-2. That's got to be work.
And Rudy Gobert is going to take a seat.
At least you nailed the key to key. So, David, do you bounce another one?
But, we've seen Chad Green get more confidence with his curveball. So, yes, let me revise that and take it back. And he's always good for a fastball up and out of the zone if he wants it anytime.
So, all right. Oh, Donovan Mitchell's back in the game, and Donovan Mitchell is just okay. Kawhi's guarding him, but yeah, Donovan Mitchell. Kawhi's not doing a whole lot better than Paul George was guarding him. Yeah, Kawhi's gonna have to get something going on offense too. Like when Kawhi and PG joined the Clippers, it was like, oh, the Clippers have two elite two-way players, but not really, actually. Those guys have the reputations, but they haven't actually showed it. Well, Kawhi actually did start and Paul George. They started showing it in Dallas. Yeah, they got to show it more consistently. Am I lagging now? And Mitchell, he's going to get that one to go. Donovan Mitchell is just unstoppable right now. And Paul George, yeah, come on, Paul George. You got to do something. You can't just hold on to the ball for that long. Kawhi from mid-range misses it, but he gets his own rebound. He's going to take another one, and that one is good. It's a 4-point game now. So here's Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell had that one stripped, but it looks like that's going to stay Jazz ball.
Rising to its feet to 3-2. He got him. Went with the curve and Sano chase. Inning over.
So the Jazz are going to inbound the ball down low, and looks like a foul off the ball, and yeah, that's going to be going the other way. Derek Favors was called for a foul off the ball, and that'll go the other way. The Jazz are going to be pressing. Not a very hard press, though. Not that I expected it, but anyways. Here's Kawhi, and that's going to be a moving pick. Yeah, the moving pick's going to be on Zubats. Like, okay, like, on that, like, I guess it's going to be kind of hard for me to demonstrate, but You got to jump stop, not 1-2. That's how you're going to get called for an offensive foul. Jump stop when you set a pick. I'd rather you miss than get called for an offensive foul. My varsity coach was the other way around, while my JV coach, yeah, I agree with my JV coach that you'd rather miss than get called for an offensive for a moving pick. And there's Jordan Clarkson from 3. So Clarkson has 15 points now. And here comes Paul George, finally attacks, and okay, he didn't convert, but he's going to go to the line for 2. That's what we need to see Paul George do. Like, if he's not getting calls, like, okay, but, like, don't let that get to you. That's another thing with Paul George. Like, yeah, sometimes refs don't give him the benefit of the doubt. Fine, but you can't let that get in your head. And Clarkson already has 15 points. Paul George is going to knock down the first free throw, and the Jazz are now up by 6.
Now York, if you're at the stadium out in the Bronx or elsewhere across the 5 boroughs, as we get back out there.
Oh, he's hearing the overrated chants now. And Paul George is going to knock down the second free throw, and it's a 5-point game now. And let's see what the Jazz do this time. And it's going to be – oh, no, that's a miss.
Good numbers thus far.
This thing just froze.
Ryan Rucco, David Cohn, Meredith Morakovitz with you. Our producer, Troy Benjamin, director, Dan Barr. Appreciate you hanging out with us on this Thursday.
Please, this isn't funny. It's not cool. Stop doing it. It's not funny. It's not cool. So stop it. It's 45-42 as far as I can see. It's a 3-point game, and Paul George got – okay, so I guess we're in a timeout anyways.
And he had the first in the first game of this series. Jaron Boone kind of joked about afterwards, saying, hey, he's even got to walk.
Stop. All right, yeah, so we're in a commercial break now. I will be right back, okay? Hope you guys don't go anywhere. Because I know that people just tend to leave the stream whenever I go somewhere else, when I leave the room. So.
And Duhar, that time, robbed by Donaldson.
It's another baseball moment, right? I mean, that's not the hit. The little dribbler he hit the last time was the hit, but another good at bat nonetheless. Donaldson with the pick.
Here is Giddens. You know, in case you're just joining us, Chris Giddens almost had his first big league hit back in the 4th inning. Looked like he had hit his first big league home run. But after a conversation amongst the umpires, it was correctly ruled a foul ball down the right field line. Giddens still seeking that first hit. Going to be a tough play. Donaldson with the gun across the diamond. 2 out.
You're going to be this is the play you got to make deep. Do you have the arm strength? Yes. Have you ever been to a tryout camp? That's the test.
Donaldson passed it. Gardner came on to replace Frazier for defensive purposes. Shifted to center field, sent Judge over to right. First at bat of the game for Brett Gardner.
Just want to have a little snack break. Also a bathroom break, but anyways. Here I am now. 42-45 Jazz. And Royce O'Neal's going to attack, and he's going to make the layup. That was too easy. That's why they got to bring back hand check in. Come on, Paul George, be aggressive or not. Paul George, just inside the line, he makes a jump shot, and it's a 3-point game again. The Clippers are hanging in there, just haven't been able to take the lead yet. Under 6 minutes left to go. Paul George has 9 points. And Clarkson, he turns the ball over. And Kawhi, you got to get in your bag right now.
And you saw it in the paper.
I'm going. Yeah.
He signed out of bounds for 2. Put the ball in play for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Fired off the pin down.
Kawhi is going to attack, but he gets to Marcus Morris on the 3. And Marcus Morris attacks, and he makes the layup. It's a 1-point game. Let's see if the Jazz can get it back up to 3 now. And Bogdan fakes out Kawhi, and from mid-range, he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Mitchell having a little conversation with Snyder.
So no more tryout camps, but showcases instead.
Showcases, yes.
Donovan missing on the first. Let's go back to that play a moment ago, Doris. After this really hard start, Mitchell.
Especially, okay, so.
Final 16 games, he clearly winces. You can see it.
So anyways, yeah, I'm actually checking the group chat right now, Brian. Anyways, Bogdan's going to make the free throw. I got to watch the game. Okay, Reggie Jackson. Okay, he gets it back out to Batum. Here's Kawhi. Kawhi, you got to get in your bag, really. And he's going to take the mid-range fadeaway, and he misses. Yeah, I just feel like he just doesn't have it in his legs right now. Mitchell for 3. Nope. So, yeah, I just don't think Kawhi has in his legs right now. Here's Rudy Gobert at the foul line. And he knocks down the first free throw.
With 2 outs in the sixth.
There is a feeling that he is, at least has a very critical shot course of being
And
on one of the NBA's all defensive
okay,
teams.
wait, what's going on here?
Time out for word from Home Depot.
Royce O'Neal has guarded the fourth most defensive possessions All-Stars in 2020. Every night, the willingness to guard the best perimeter player. And look at the team he has had.
Led
There's a
baseball in that
maturity.
category
There's
since
a
2019.
confidence in this guy. He knows he belongs.
Took it a very itinerant route to the NBA. Played his professional basketball early in his career in Germany, then to Spain, here in Lithuania, and then struck it big in Las Vegas.
And all right, here's Reggie Jackson, and
For $36 million. Big story of player
so Reggie Jackson is gonna pull up from mid-range, and he's gonna knock that one down. So yeah, the Clippers are hanging in there though.
Nice job. They get the switch. Rudy Gobert again. His tendency is to be back.
He's still looking at
Jackson goes right to the mid-range.
So yeah, it's pretty much been the Donovan Mitchell and Jordan Clarkson show. And Marcus Morris is going to guard Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich tried that, with the Rondo fake. And, yeah, that was a nice move right there by Bogdanovich. See, Kawhi is the leading scorer for the Clippers right now, but what just happened? But, he's not on Donovan Mitchell's level right now. And, yeah, this is where the stars need to step up. I'm a firm believer that it always starts with the stars. At least I think most people are, or should be.
At least 90 minutes before when everyone else arrives. He's already got a full lather and stays afterwards as well.
And he's going to knock down the second free throw. Like, he's not doing bad, but, I just feel like he really could do better.
He's averaging 31 on 60% and 40%.
And they're going to switch that one. And okay, but that one gets blocked right here. They're going to – nope. And here comes Ingles. And – okay, my connection's unstable. Come on, are you serious right now?
Scary thought, sight for the Jazz. Donovan's so important.
Well, he knows he's got
Oh,
Marcus. He steps right on his feet.
yeah. But it looks like he'll be all right because he's going to go to the line. He's going to make the first free throw. Putting the Jazz up by 3.
So obviously he wasn't ready.
And he knocks down the second free throw. And Paul George, he gets it to Marcus Morris Sr. Marcus Morris Sr. pulls up from mid-range. He misses. Rebound Gobert. Ingles from 3. Misses. Rebound Boogie Cousins. And here comes Paul George. And Paul George is going to get that to Boogie. Boogie thought about the three, but he's going to take it to the hole. And he gets called for a travel. Oh! Yeah, it looks like Boogie's just frustrated. He's got to keep his composure. It's going to be a timeout. I mean, I don't think Boogie's having that all that bad of a game, but yeah, he just has no lift anymore. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I've yet to even bring that up. That Terrence Mann has yet to play yet. Right. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Maniac Lane? Finally showing up. Yeah, like why hasn't Terrence Mann come into the game yet? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Terrence Mann has got to be in the game. Yeah. Oh.
The way the baseball is designed.
Let me break it down. You got your new customers, they get our best deal. You got your existing customers, they also get our best deal.
It's up like
Everyone
that.
gets the deals.
Right.
Questions?
So Rudy just got away with the same hands on call they called on Boogie against Kawhi earlier this quarter. But Kenny Smith said players are officiated differently based on reputation. Yep. I still like the Boogie as what Boogie has given us this half. Also, I'm okay with less Rondo, but no Rondo. Yeah, because Rondo's going to be a leader out there for them. Yep, Boogie is playing with energy and passion, but yeah, he just doesn't have the lift anymore, and also that those injuries also affected his footwork right there. That travel he just got called for. Yeah, bad footwork right there.
Just for some, but for all. This is our shot. This is our shot. This is our shot.
So yeah, what's good?
When making the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich, people asked how I felt about burger places selling fried chicken. I'd say that's none of my business. It's like making fried chicken is none of theirs. Get the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for just $3.99. It's finger licking good.
So here we go. We're back in action now. No. Well, duh, he's saying more than just bonjour. So here we are out of the timeout. So here's Donovan Mitchell. And they're going to get to go Bear on the perimeter, but of course, he turned it over. Like, yeah, we of course expected Gobert to pass the ball, but yeah, he just turned it over. And Boogie, you're not like that. And here's Kawhi. He's going to post up, and he's going to have to pass the ball. And Boogie for three breaks that, hits the front of the rim. And Bogdanovich, guarded by Marcus Morris Sr. and okay. Donovan Mitchell guarded by Boogie? Okay, come on. That is a terrible mismatch right there. Yeah. You cannot allow that to happen. Yeah. You cannot have Boogie Cousins on Donovan Mitchell, period. Like, that's just asking for a disaster. And Paul George finds Boogie Cousins down low and blocked by Gobert. And Joe Ingles is going to step back and he's going to drill the three. And it's a 10-point game. Yeah, Paul George is going to be the target of all those memes today. By the way, Maniac Lane, if you could drop a like, I'd really appreciate that, please. You can get more people here that way. You know how it goes.
I spent my whole life enamored with spinning a baseball. And the first time I learned how to throw a curveball.
Yeah, you love the. I know Brian did, but it's not showing up. It's still at 4 likes right now. That's what it's been this whole time.
It's making sense to me.
400 subs. Oh yeah, 400 subs though. Yeah, I did see that, and I did acknowledge that at the beginning of this stream, and I'm very thankful for that.
Technology for me is fascinating. Curves, sliders, slurs, Laredo, Louis Tion, Marshall.
One of my high school teammates, Carter White, used to pitch when he would drop down and go sidearm because of you. He would yell, Laredo.
12 years old watching Louis Tion do that.
Oh, so we're back in action.
How he can make that ball.
Kawhi's got to get in his back. Kawhi for 3. He knocks that one down. Kawhi's going to need to get going. Yeah, hopefully that'll get Kawhi going. And Bogdanovich makes that one. It's a 9-point game now. Kawhi attacks, and he's going to miss that one, but he gets his own rebound, but an offensive foul. I think that this is something we already knew about literally all the Jazz fans being white.
Yeah, I think so. If you're Rocco Baldelli, why not? Why not take a chance? How about Miguel Andujar?
And we make the first free throw.
Miguel Andujar.
And second free throw is good. You hear about some? I didn't hear that, but I'm not surprised. And Paul George is going to attack, and he misses the layup. So we're 20 minutes left in the – no, 20 seconds, I'm sorry, left in the first half. The Donovan Mitchell looks like he's going to get in his bag from way deep. Oh, Donovan Mitchell from way deep puts the Jazz up by 13 points. 5 seconds left, and Paul George, he turns it over. Ingles from half court. Oh, no good, but he has 59. No, he doesn't, but he's probably going to go for 59 at this rate. How many does he have now? But we're at halftime. It's a 13-point game. Yeah, Paul George only 5 points. No. Sorry, that was Reggie Jackson. But Paul George only has 9 points. He's 3 of 9. Yeah, Paul George, unless he gets it going in the second half, he's going to get roasted on Twitter like crazy. Kawhi's not doing terrible, but I really do think he can do better. He's 5 of 10, but yeah, I still think that the fatigue is there from the last 2 games against Dallas. But Donovan Mitchell, he has 27 points right now. He's 11 of 16. Insane. How much? What's the percentage of that exactly? Like, I know that's way over 50%, but
The notorious MIP this time strikes on the defense.
that's 68.7% or 68.8% if we're rounding up. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell is just going off right now.
Judge, Torres, and Stanton.
Okay, good stuff. 17 walks sometimes has a little hard time finding the strike zone. Mets fans know that.
Donovan is an effing animal. Not going to say the F word on here, but yeah, that's just a message I read on the group chat I'm in with Brian.
We've seen a diving catch in left field tonight from Andujar, as well as that throw.
The fair and honest bidding site. An iPad worth $505 was sold for less than $24. A PlayStation 4 for less than $16, and a Schultz 4K television for less than $2. He's looked at that for $20. I got these 3 suitcases. Shipping is always free. Go to deal-com right now and see.
He was asked the other day, is he starting to think of himself more as an outfielder? And he said, I just think of myself as a player to help the team wherever they go.
His whole body's on fire right now. And Jordan Clarkson's also been scorching hot. I love to see that from Jordan Clarkson. Oh, wait. I love that song, Marvin Gaye. That's awesome, but please don't hit me with a copyright.
I think that's his changing. 83. I know it was hard. He took something off of that. Had some movement. A little seam shifted wake on that pitch.
All right. Hopefully they don't get me. If not, I guess I'll just trim that out or mute it, but
Robles has been splitting save chances with the left-hander Taylor Rogers, who the Yankees got to last night in a non-save situation.
all right, so it's halftime now, and oh, hey, Hayden. It's an official rule that a player has to go nuts against the Clips, right?
Who's coming up against Chapman? Top of the order.
And hey, then that's how Dime Dropper gets his views, right? Because we know the vibes on there.
Left this game in the third inning. Here's Stanton. 3-run homer in the first.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
5 ribbies yesterday and a pair of home runs.
So, yeah, I actually still haven't checked out that podcast you told me about, but yeah, I definitely will. I promise you that. It's got some other things going on, but that's why I'm doing these live streams, because I want to save some time. So I have to do so much heavy editing. But you know what? I wouldn't say bank on it, but I might actually briefly make a brief video about the Nets Bucks game.
At a 9-6 win.
I don't know if I can make it to Dime Droppers Live, though, whether the Clippers win or not, because like, I'm a little busy right now. But check your DMs. I just sent you a hilarious. Oh, yeah, I will do that right now.
Two.
A couple of high-quality sliders, swung and missed.
The 2-2. That pitch off the corner. Chapman. His lather guns are coming in. He has been electric. Look at
Yeah,
it.
I'm sorry.
Shutdown
Instagram
wins
just
and
crashed.
complete the sweep. Chapman against the top.
Come on.
Order. Coming up next.
Push your favorite players to the top. Midsummer Classic in Colorado is the Google MLB All-Star Battle. What's something to cheer about? Go to MLB.com/vote or search for your favorite players on Google. Vote daily turns major stars into all-stars. The top 3 of each position will advance. Then it's time to get
All right, hold on. Finally, there we go. So, Mitchell better than Kawhi Leonard. PG after signing that contract. When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best. That's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Spencer Turnbull throws the 8th no-hitter in Tigers history. What a night. What an effort.
Ground ball to Kleber Torres, and that'll do it. A no-hitter for Corey Kluber.
Anyways,
Texas, Kluber becomes part of forever.
please stop freezing so much. Like, luckily we're at halftime right now. All right.
Look at the Land Rover drive of the game, David.
All right, yeah, I don't want to watch this on mute. Like, luckily it's a commercial break, but yeah. What I just refreshed it for. Okay, thank you for the like. Yeah, what I just refreshed it for, yeah, it just has it on mute. And, like, I'm just not capable of watching games on mute. Like, I just can't do it. Like, even if it's the worst broadcaster out there, yeah, I'd rather do it. All right, there we go. All right, we're good to go. I mean, it's a commercial break, though. But anyways, yeah, so the other guys in the Jazz, you know, Jordan Clarkson, the only one that's really done all that much damage. Like, okay, Joe Ingles has 9 points, so he's doing pretty good. But it's really the Donovan Mitchell show with Jordan Clarkson also stepping it up. Joe Ingles ain't doing too bad, though.
You can cuff those sleeves when you got those puppies underneath.
Fills it out.
Face Polanco, Donaldson, and the rookie Gordon protecting a 2-run lead.
I don't ever want to see Giannis bringing the ball up ever again. I know, right? Like, I still don't understand why Mike Budenholzer does this. Yeah, because like Giannis is just not a good ball handler. Like, they really should be playing him off ball. Like, I was actually only able to watch Game 2 of the Heat series, and we saw how beautifully it was working with Giannis playing off ball. That's what he's best equipped for.
Back-to-back
And
sliders.
also, I feel like that was an easy, no, not an easy. It was a lucky win for the Bucks. Also, like, we really should have been seeing Giannis guard Kevin Durant more than we did. And I'm not saying shut down Kevin Durant, because if that's your goal, you're in for a long night. Like, at least make him work or do one of his 2 dribble pull-ups into a brick. Yeah. If Giannis had any resemblance of a jump shot, man, like, what a world of difference that would make. Or, like, at least not be afraid to take the shot. Like, I also feel like he's not confident because he knows that the Nets want him to attack. So get in your bag, like, improve your game, like, have a better jump shot. If you had a jump shot, the Nets wouldn't try to clog the paint for you every time.
You're sitting in the front row behind home plate. You got some action.
Still had a very good stat line, though, 33 points and 14 rebounds, but there's definitely things Giannis could do a lot better. Yeah, he's not confident at all.
But in the ninth inning, they're bottom 3 across the board.
Giannis shot way too many threes. Yeah, like, how many threes did he take in this game? Yeah, he shot 8 threes and only made 1. Like, that's definitely not something. That's a recipe for disaster. I think the Bucks were really lucky to win this game.
Quick through the zone.
Here's Donaldson.
So, all right, what else is? All right. Yeah, because Snapchat took way too long, so that way because of that, I couldn't.
Donaldson singled his first at bat of this series. He's 0 for 10 with a walk since. Donaldson hits it.
Oh no!
Deep left center, tie game. A 2-run shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson.
So Aroldis Chapman just blew a save, and that's not something that usually happens.
So we've seen Chapman struggle early in outings before and get it back. He doesn't get the chance this time. Velocity's a little down, trying to find the strike zone. Tie ball game.
And now Chapman needs 3 outs to force extras. Astudillo lines that one to left. And the winning run on base for Minnesota here in the ninth.
.95 miles an hour middle in at the bell. That baseball was absolutely demolished.
Winning run on first. Here's Cruz. And Cruz.
Oh no!
Ball game.
Yankees just lost. So a rare bad game from Aroldis Chapman.
Take a look at the first half statistics brought to you by Progressive. Donovan Mitchell has scored more points than he's played minutes. Folks, that is a huge rarity and speaks to his efficiency as we begin.
All right, so we're third quarter's underway now. And Reggie Jackson's going to pull up from mid-range, and he's going to knock that one down.
Shot 45% in the first half, made 5 threes, 41.7%.
So Donovan Mitchell is going to find Gobert wide open. Clippers just falling asleep on defense. Like, how do you let Rudy Gobert get so wide open under the basket, especially in the playoffs? And Kawhi with the offensive foul. Bogdanovich fakes out Zubac, and he's going to knock down the three. Yeah, you know what the Jazz are going to do. Yeah, he's like 70% shooter in the regular season, not good, but terrible in these playoffs. He's shooting like 50% from the line, which is obviously a confidence thing. And Kawhi, he's going to take the three, and he hits the front of the rim. Yeah, Kawhi has really got to do better. And Donovan Mitchell is going to miss that one from mid-range. Yeah, Kawhi still only has 14 points. What do you think the Lakers sign and trade for Kyle Lowry for the Lakers? I'd love to have Kyle Lowry. And Donovan Mitchell for a three, and he knocks that one down, and now it's a timeout for the Clippers. It's a 19-point game, and I would love to get Kyle Lowry. I'm not so sure the Lakers can get him, but I'd love it if they can. So, anyways, yeah, it's getting ugly for the Clippers. They're going to need a win at home badly. And oh yeah, Space Jam commercial. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that one. Oh no, never mind. Okay, it's just a bunch of different movies. It's a trailer for a bunch of different movies. I was thinking re-signing, then signing and trading Schroeder, Horton Tucker, and yeah, Clippers are in deep trouble. Then signing and trading. You mean those two along with the Lakers first this year for Lowry? I don't really want to give up Taylor Horton Tucker though. I don't mind seeing Schroeder go, but trading Taylor Horton Tucker, man, that's going to be a real tough decision. And Kyle Lowry's already in his mid-30s, isn't it? Yeah. He's 35 now. That's but I mean, he's got the leadership though, and he has championship experience. He's someone that's going to make hustle plays, so that's why I would still love to have him. But I don't know, giving up Taylor Horton Tucker while he's still really young, that's a little troubling for me. THT only played like 8 minutes a game in these playoffs. I felt like he should have played more though. But like even with that said, though, I also think there's no way that um, Kyle Lowry would only play 8 minutes a game in the playoffs. Like no matter who's coaching, because like Kyle Lowry, the former All-Star, bye Dennis, and has a ring. It was the heart and soul of the Raptors that won the championship. Kawhi may have been the star, but Kyle Lowry was their heart and soul. But yeah, I don't mind seeing Dennis Schroeder go. Like I liked him during the regular season a lot, but that is true though that he's had his best years. I am aware that he is a late bloomer. But yeah, Dennis Schroeder, I liked him during the regular season, but then asking for over 84 million and then 2 straight really awful playoff games and then another one where he only got going when it was too little, too late. Yeah, he can go. And he also wasn't the 3-point shooter that we had hoped for when he arrived. And Paul George for 3, he misses. Yeah, Paul George is having a really rough game, man. And Joe Ingles to the basket, and now it's a 21-point game. I'm not so sure the Clippers are going to come back from this. And Paul George is going to attack, and he's going to go to the line. Like, at least Paul George can get to the basket and draw fouls, but man. Overrated chance, yep. Yep, he's getting those overrated chants again. But, you know, I was saying it all year, like, well, actually not all year, but at least at the beginning of the year, Paul George is doing great in the regular season, but he's got to get it done in the playoffs. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, well, he also got injured, though, and then he slowed down for a bit. But hey, Lowry shot like 40% from 3 this season. He can play on and off ball really well. He's a really good defender. I definitely feel that those are reasons why I'd love to have Kyle Lowry. Donovan Mitchell for 3. Oh, he doesn't make that one. And Morris with the rebound. And we have still yet to see Rondo, right? And no Terrence Mann either still. Reggie Jackson knocks down the 3. It's a 16-point game now, but, like, why have we not seen Rondo or Terrence Mann? Donovan Mitchell splits the defender, he's blocked by Morris. Oh, no, that was blocked by Zubats. I'm sorry. So, Jazz are going to take the ball out again. And all right, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, no, they're going to move the ball around. But it's going to come back to Mitchell. And Mitchell from the corner and doesn't make that one. And here's Reggie Jackson. He's going to look to attack. The floater is good. And it's a 14-point game, and the Jazz call timeout. But yeah, I still don't see the Clippers making a comeback. Like, I do think that they're making at least somewhat of a good push, but still, I think they put themselves in too big of a hole. And maybe they do make me eat my words, but for now, yeah. Okay, please don't do this to me. All right. My site just froze. Luckily, we're in a commercial break, though, and I think the Jazz are already going to win this game. I mean, game's not over. They still got to play, but I just don't see the Clippers coming back. But yeah, Paul George is 3 of 10 now. I feel like LeBron doesn't have the Chris Paul, Magic Johnson, Steve Nash point guard qualities, like knowing when and where to go, give a player the ball, and how to mix up a player's looks. I definitely feel that. Like, the only guy we can out of the three that you named that we can say he's a better player, that is a better player than LeBron, is Magic Johnson, but all three of them are for sure better passers. Not saying LeBron's a bad passer, of course. We know LeBron's a great passer, but yeah, he's not like the three guys you just mentioned. And also, yeah, LeBron does look for the assist pass too much rather than the right pass. Yeah, like Paul, I mean, if the Clippers want to get back in this, they got to look for Kawhi is just going to need to go off. But yeah, not even 20 shots yet. So Donovan Mitchell is going to get to Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal from three, and he misses. I feel like Lowry does a – wait, hold on. I'm going to get to you in a moment. So Reggie Jackson is going to have it dribbled out to the corner. Oh, big mismatch there. You got to blow by Rudy Gobert. But he's going to shoot over him, and he's going to hit the rainbow shot over him. I feel like Lowry does a bit of that, not even close to Magic or Nash or Paul. But in 2019 – run, he seemed to know exactly when and where. Yup, definitely, for sure. I feel that 100%. Reggie Jackson has played well. Yeah, he's got 14 points. He's someone that, like, I'm not going to hold two accountable because he's a role player. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, those are the guys I want to hold accountable before anyone else. But yeah, Reggie Jackson's not doing too bad at all. Only Zubats has a better, out of the starters, only Zubats has a better plus minus than him, but they're all in the negative. And Zubats hasn't even played much. And Mitchell from three, that's a tough shot, but the shot clock violation. Oh, he's had a few forces, I'm pretty sure. But he's still 6 of 11, so he's still having a ridiculous game. Well, his foot was inside the line anyways. But yeah, that shot was way off. But yeah, I think I did say I said that Donovan Mitchell from three, right? But actually, after seeing the replay, yeah, his foot was inside the line. And Kawhi is gonna find Zubats down low. That was a dangerous pass and his jump ball. The only looks LeBron gives his teammates is hitting his bigs on short rolls and hitting often out of rhythm players for open looks. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you hold on to the ball for so long and you dribble the air out of the ball until it's late in the shot clock. Because we talk about it on Dime Dropper all the time that these guys are humans. So, that's how you get guys out of rhythm. They're not robots. They're humans. But yeah, Clippers get the ball back. And Kawhi, there we go, attacking the basket. And, well, he's going to get 2 free throws, though. He didn't get right to the basket, but, hey, he's getting 2 free throws. That's what the Clippers need. I'm going to turn off the AC.
Second team foul against the Jazz.
Shot 41.1% from three. Reggie Jackson is starting to get it going. This is far from over this basketball team.
Yeah, it is far from over, but just knowing the Clippers, Reggie Jackson from three, he doesn't make that one. And here's Bogdanovich. And that's a good deflection by Paul George, but it's still a Jazz ball. Paul George put on his KP suit. Well, at least Paul George isn't 7'3". So it's more inexcusable of Porzingis to not be aggressive. So Paul George, yeah, come on, you got to attack here. And he passes it to Kawhi from three. Kawhi knocks down the three, and it's now a single-digit game. So here comes Donovan Mitchell. And Bogdanovich from three puts the Jazz back up by 12. And we're going to get another timeout? Or no? And Kawhi will bring the ball up the court. Guarded by Royce O'Neal. And Reggie Jackson. He's going to get in his bag again. Oh, and Zubats. Oh, really? That was good defense by Donovan Mitchell, though. I feel like what makes the Jazz so deadly is they have 5 guys who can handle and pick and roll and penetrate the D. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell right there, fronting Zubats and forcing that turnover. Well, actually, that's still going to be Clippers ball, though, but good job by Mitchell, but also Zubats can't let that happen. Kawhi, there we go. Kawhi might be starting to get in his bag now. And, okay, so. And Jordan Clarkson from three. So here's Reggie Jackson, and he's going to attack, and he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. And we're a little under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Talk about the little things early. Now it's the little things. Okay, communication. Get a euro. No team fouls. No coverages. Okay, no leaking out of the glass. No second chance points.
And Reggie Jackson's gonna make the first free throw. And it's a 12-point game now.
An assistant at the collegiate level. I covered him as the head coach of Missouri, where he had tremendous success in a short stint, but also.
Yeah, I actually don't remember when Quinn Snyder was the head coach of Missouri, but also at the same time, I'm not huge into college basketball. Like when I watch it, I like it a lot more than the NBA, but it's just too many teams to keep up with. Do you feel like if Ben Simmons had his own team, he could be like Giannis 2.0? I feel like he could if the team was built right. Maybe. I mean, at least Giannis is willing to take jump shots, even if he's not good at taking them. I mean, good at making them. And nice pot. Oh, but Derek Favors doesn't finish. And Reggie Jackson's going to attack and he's going to make that. And it looks like an and one. And also about Ben Simmons, at least he's a much better ball handler and a much better playmaker than Giannis, like 100%. So I can kind of see it if put in the right situation. And Reggie Jackson is going to go to the line. And Reggie Jackson doing his best Tim Hardaway Jr. impersonation. "13 points in the third quarter after only 5 in the first half. And that make that 14. It's an 8-point game. Game not over. And Bogdanovich is going to shoot the fadeaway, and he misses. He would need to be more aggressive. I agree with that. And Paul George, guarded by Clarkson, pull up mid-range shot, doesn't go. Yeah, Paul George, yeah. Paul George roasting is just going to be all over Twitter for sure. He is now what? 3 of 11. Clarkson will just dribble her around. I feel like Clarkson should have attacked there, though. And Clarkson will, with the floater, no good. And this crowd's pretty quiet now. And Paul George, good defense by Bogdanovich. And Marcus Morris guarded by Donovan Mitchell. Nice find to Zubats, and Zubats flushes it home, and it's now a 6-point game. Wow. The Clippers really do have a chance now.
Think about what you could think about when you're not thinking about weeds. It would be cool to ride a horse on the moon.
Anyways, so I'm going to take a bathroom break.
It has 48-hour protection and a plant-based moisturizer that cares for your skin. Odor protection that works. New Dove Men plant-based care.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dogalac soft juice works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dogalac soft juice.
A lot of snacks are packed with air, but not Planters nuts. Our dry roasted peanuts have an incredible ratio of size to substance. A delicious, salty, crunchy ratio. Planters, none but a bone.
And we talk all the time that when the Clippers are locked in on the defensive end, they are tough. So this defense they've employed, where they're matching up that loose zone, making Utah one-on-one players. Jordan Clarkson forced to take a tough mid-range fadeaway against pressure. And on the other end, they're touching the paint more consistently, causing rotations. And It's a 21-6 LA Clipper run. That was after the Jazz lead had swelled to 76-55.
Yeah, Rich Jackson has been a big part of that too, offensively. See what the Jazz do out of this timeout. Favors underneath. Over Slubots, whistling. That's going to be a blocking foul. For the shot. Right there on the shot. That's the fourth foul on Slubots. Slubots was one of those players prior to the game.
All right, I'm back. All right. So, wait, I just got back. So, yeah, I just see a free throw was missed. That Derek Favors at the free throw line?
Suns lead that one 2-0 coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern with NBA Countdown. Think about that.
And Luke Kennard is coming into the game for the Clippers. Definitely one of the craziest. I haven't really rewatched series like that, but yeah, I kind of do remember. I do remember it. Like it was a crazy and wild series. How the Warriors came back from 3-1 that series, and Derek Favors misses the second free throw. So yeah, Derek Favors just missed both free throws. The Clippers really can get right back in this game. Batum, he bobbled it. He had a good look at the basket right there, but if only he caught that ball. Morris attacks, and it's only a 4-point game now. And this crowd is quiet. Did you just fart? What are you talking about? I just got back. But anyways, Ingles for 3. Knocks it down, and that'll get the crowd back up. The Thunder were legit playing like 3 legit 7-footers at a time, and the Warriors were playing like, Enes Kanter, Steven Adams, and who else again? I don't know where you heard the fart sound. Maybe it was Paul George. There you go, Paul George. And one for Paul George. So then Enes Kanter and Steven Adams. I'm not remembering who that third 7-footer was. But welcome to the stream, Hamza. But anyways, or Nick Collison, right? Or well, Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall. We know. Ibaka. Oh wow! I forgot Ibaka still was on the Thunder at that time. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't sure Ibaka actually was still on the Thunder at the time. But anyways, and they also had Nick Collison on that team. So yeah, it was actually 4. No, 5 actually. PG-13 is playing a good floor game, even though he's playing like Kaka. The starting lineup was Westbrook, Roberson, Durant, Ibaka, and Adams. I mean, at least Durant and Ibaka can shoot the 3, though. Actually, Ibaka only shot 32% from 3 that year, but I guess it's not too bad for a big man. But then he shot 39% the very next year. Like, pretty bad year shooting the 3, but the year before. At that time, yeah, I was just looking at the stats from that year, and yeah, at that time, he wasn't really able to shoot the 3. But the year before that and the year after, he shot really well from 3. Okay, so an unsuccessful challenge.
Thanks a lot, Steve. We'll go to the free throw line and try and complete the three-point play. Start at six.
No one respected Roberson, Adams, or Westbrook. Yeah, that is true. Like, yeah, why should you, right? I mean, also that could have something to do with why they had such a hard time closing out games. I do remember that 2016 Thunder team had a really hard time closing out games that year. But yeah, Clippers were down real bad, but it's only a 5-point game now with Paul George at the line. And he's going to knock the free throw down. Hey, Paul George, you may have played terrible for most of this game, but it's how you finish that matters, not so much how you start. And Clarkson is going to get that one to Royce O'Neal, but he gets it back. Shot clock down to 5 now. He's got to get a shot up. Good defense by Luke Kennard. He banks into 3, though. It's a 7-point game. And let's see how the Clippers answer back. Clarkson now has 21 points. And Paul George, got to make a move. Okay. He's going to turn around, fade away, and no good. Yeah, Paul George, come on. You got to attack the basket. Your shots are not falling, so attack the basket. They would try to post up Durant in the final 5 minutes of there would be an instant double off Roberson. Yeah, that's a pretty easy way to game plan, right? Clarkson from 3 knocks it down. It's a 10-point game now. I love seeing Jordan Clarkson go off. Really wanted him to have a future for the Lakers. It just didn't happen. And Luke Kennard attacks, and okay, he's going to get 2 points there. It's an 8-point game now. And Joe Ingles has the ball now. Okay, looks like some contact off the ball. But yeah, that was a nice shot by Clarkson. I don't think Luke Kennard could have done any better defending that. Right, Clarkson now is 24 points. He's 9 of 13. And Royce O'Neal is going to make the first free throw. So, and Iggy was still an athletic monster in 2016. Yes, he was. I mean, just the year before that, he was locking up LeBron in the finals. And finally, we're seeing Terrence Mann. Where's he been all game? Really, like, we were saying it all game long. Terrence Mann needs to see some action. Here he is now. And the second free throw is good, and it's a 10-point game again with a minute left to go in the third quarter. Donovan Mitchell has 30. I definitely see him getting 40. So, Paul George, you got to attack the basket. You know your shot's not falling. There you go. And Paul George with the and one. That's what Paul George needs to do a lot more now. Just be looking to attack. And when they... And also, Rudy Gobert, yeah, you had to take advantage of the mismatch. The 2016 Warriors had one of the worst big rotations of all time. Yeah, but then when you have Stephen Curry in God mode, Klay Thompson being one of the best catch and shoot players of all time. Also, Draymond Green, pretty easy to get away with that. But Paul George converts a 3-point play. And here's Joe Ingles. Under a minute left to play in the third quarter. And Clarkson is going to pass that out to Niang. And Royce O'Neal, okay, no, Niang is going to attack, and that layup is no good. And Paul George with the rebound. You got to look to attack. There you go, looking to attack, but still going to be Clippers ball. I at least like that Paul George is starting to get in attack mode, though. Oh, but it's going to be Jazz Ball, actually. It was Bogut, Festus Ezeli, and I think Varejao. Yeah, because Varejao got traded at the deadline. And 5 on the shot clock. They're going to need to get a shot up. Do you not know? Jordan Clarkson's got to have better alertness than that. He's been great all game, but got to have better alertness. Know how much time's left on the shot clock. Didn't seem like he had any idea. So, and come on. And Beverly is going to get a shot up, and it's no good. So, at the end of the third quarter, it's 93-86 Jazz. And Reggie Jackson had himself quite a third quarter. He's now at 21 points when he only had 5 points in the first half. Kawhi Leonard, he has 19 points. I still think he could do better, though. I just don't think he really has it in his legs. Only 4 free throw attempts. At least Paul George is getting to the foul line a little more. And yeah, Kawhi only has 1 rebound. Although they're actually out, the Clippers are actually out rebounding the Jazz. And Clippers are actually shooting well from 3, but yeah, the Jazz are shooting over 50% from 3. For real about the Spurs really won 67 games that year, huh? Because like I remember the Spurs were still really good at that time, but they won 67 games. Yeah, they did. Because yeah, that was when Kawhi Leonard really emerged as a superstar in the NBA. It was Tim Duncan's last season. And yeah, just trying to refresh my memory a little more. Yeah, I think that was when Tony Parker was towards the end of his prime. But yeah, I do remember when the Warriors beat when the Spurs beat the Warriors that year. I made a joke on Facebook and Twitter. That was LaMarcus. Yeah, it was. It was LaMarcus's first year with the Spurs. And I made a joke when the Spurs beat the Warriors that year. But can the Spurs beat the March 6th, 2016 Lakers?
It's fun. Pickle chicken mayo.
Chicken mayo, pickled chicken fun. We have an actual one.
Wait, hold on.
Chicken, the naked chicken chalupa, only at Taco Bell. There's another beach out there calling your name. Let's go say,
Yeah, just gonna look at this YouTube watch time task list right now. Do they even have the playlist? Like, come on.
So let's say adios to whatever holds us back. And hola to the incredibly refreshing world of Corona hard seltzer.
All right, there we go. Okay, so we're back in action. So Clippers, what is he doing? Clippers finished this. Yeah, I think Brian was referring to Jordan Clarkson. Okay, so back on and blue. Oh wait, so Kyrie gonna soul searching after the out to the Bucks and blew that lead. I think it was a lucky win for the Bucks. And is that an offensive foul? Imagine if Kyrie pulled a 2019 Boston. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a double technical. But yeah, like, I would laugh, right? I would laugh too. Like, I'd love to see the Nets go down. And then I don't have to hear it from everyone because, I was doubting the Nets when they got James Harden. But yeah, yep, that's an offensive foul. Good call. Because, yeah, the elbow right to the head. Okay, we get the point. We all saw the offensive foul. Can we just move on now? Oh, he definitely got him. Like, okay, we can move on with the action now. I finally understand the Nets defensive concept. It's we switch everything, so you have to go ISO, and the Nets have the 3 best ISO scorers in the NBA. In fact, they have the 3 best ISOs. Well, they have the best trio of ISO players in league history, I'd say. Unless there's a trio I'm not remembering right now. It's actually pretty smart. So yeah, but if the Nets do win, the narrative could change. The narrative could be that defense doesn't matter anymore, right? Definitely in modern history, yeah. Because like Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, they have 2 great shot creators in Curry and Durant, but Klay Thompson we know is not a creator; he's a catch and shoot guy. So it was a flagrant 1. So Patrick Beverley's going to go to the line and makes the first free throw. And Beverley will knock down the second free throw. And it's a 5-point game. And the Clippers will inbound the ball. For real, he did look mortal. Okay. So the Clippers are going to inbound the ball. Kawhi, you got to attack right there. Oh, come on. You can't give that layup up. Okay, well, Batum hit the 3, though. It's only a 2-point game now. I really think Kawhi should have gone right up with that. Yeah, I'll get to you in a moment as soon as there's a dead ball. So Rudy Gobert. Oh, Rudy Gobert's got to go up strong. And offensive foul. I'm interested to see if the Warriors next season try and use Klay as a creator a little bit, because I remember him doing it a bit in 2016 against Portland when Curry was out for a couple games. I'm just not so sure if he'll be able to do that after he tore his Achilles and ACL, and it's not something we ever knew him. It's not something we've ever known him to do. And here's Kawhi. Double team, passes it out to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson's wide open. He missed a wide open 3. I think Reggie Jackson hesitated. Like, that threw off his rhythm. Like, don't hesitate, just shoot. And tough shot. Okay, yeah, Donovan Mitchell finishes. It's a 4-point game again. And Paul George is gonna attack, but no, he's gonna kick it out to Batum. Reggie Jackson. Oh, he fakes out Gobert. Oh, but the pass was deflected, but it's still going to be Clippers ball. I remember him at least being able to handle and play in pick and roll in 2016. Yeah, in 2016, but just after tearing his ACL and then his Achilles, I'm just not so confident Clay is really going to be able to do that now. And Reggie Jackson is going to attack, and he's going to miss that over Gobert. But the Warriors don't really play pick and roll basketball. That is true. Clarkson for three. He misses. And, okay, here come the Clippers now. And what a bad pass by Reggie Jackson. Come on, you cannot be doing that when trying to win a playoff game. Yeah, I feel that's just that. We'll have to see what Klay Thompson can still do now after 2 years away from the game while sitting on the sidelines. And Clarkson is going to not finish that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how Klay comes back. And here comes Paul George, and he's Clippers are just getting reckless with the ball now. Yeah. The Clippers' defensive mentality has been better in the second half. I feel that. Okay, Mitchell for three. He misses. Paul George with the rebound. Hopefully Clay can pull a Paul George or KD and come back up. I know, right? I would love to see that. And Paul George attacks, and he makes a layup. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout for the Jazz. Oh, and Hayden, what you sent me, like, you got that off Twitter, right? Because I am on Twitter, by the way, and the links to my social media are always in the description of my videos. So, yeah, you can find my Twitter in the description here or on any of my other videos, at least most of my recent ones. At least probably all of the ones I uploaded in 2021. So does Paul George think this is a joke to us with that pass? I like the way he's played in the second half, but it's that nonchalant that it makes me want to break my phone. Dime Dropper just tweeted that. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll follow back. Wait, I don't see it. Hold on, let me refresh it. What's your Twitter handle? Because yeah, I'll follow you back. Because yeah, I don't see it in my notification, but yeah, I'll definitely follow you back. Yeah. So what's good? Oh yeah, let me mute that. I bet if that was Eric Bledsoe today taking the layup Holiday took, he would break a hole in the back. I feel that though. Like, yeah, what an upgrade Holiday's been from Bledsoe, like something we all expected. But we're back in action now. And yeah, like Paul George, like overall, he's had a much better second half actually attacking the basket. Just a reckless turnover for him.
Three-time defensive player of the year. His fingerprints all over this basketball.
You would pull a Brandon Knight, but 100 times worse. But okay, Donovan Mitchell, step back, fade away. Doesn't get that one to go. I feel like it's been a while now since we've seen Donovan Mitchell make something. And Reggie Jackson, okay, no, he's going to get that back out to Kawhi. Kawhi is guarded by Bogdan. Kawhi for three. He misses. Yeah. I just, like, we'll see. We'll have to see how Kawhi responds at home. And Jordan Clarkson attacks, but no, he's going to dump it off to Gobert, and Gobert flushes it home. It's a 4-point game now. And Rudy Gobert has 9 points, but 15 rebounds and 3 blocks. Kawhi, get in your bag. At least he tried to score there, but he's going to get the ball back, and he's going to take a fade away, and he misses. Kawhi's going cold now. I'm starting to get Game 7 bubble vibes from Kawhi right now. Well, it says he's 8 of 16, but no, that's not. No, he's 7 for 15. Okay, not nearly as bad, but yeah, it's 2 in a row now. It's not nearly as bad as Game 7 of 20 of last year's bubble, but still not what he needs to be for this team to win. Oh, and Kawhi with the steal. Yeah, that was a careless pass right there. And Kawhi is going to beat everyone down the floor. And Kawhi hammers at home. It's a 2-point game. Kawhi finally looks like he has some life in him now. Curry or Durant, I got KD. Like, I think that, yeah, I'd rather have KD have the ball. Like, I say Curry's a better all-time player, but who's a better scorer? Yeah, I'd go with Durant. And also, Durant has so much more of a size advantage. Donovan Mitchell, he's going to finish that one. It's a 4-point game. Like, I think that Steph has maximized what a 6'3" guard can do. And Paul George is going to attack, but he's going to kick it out to Beverly. Reggie Jackson. Oh, he knocks it down. It's a 1-point game. Yeah, Reggie Jackson's been having a phenomenal game for the Clippers. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell is 34 in this game. Okay, it looks like the Jazz just turned it over, but then this thing just froze again because it just likes to make me mad. But the Clippers just took the lead and I missed it because my stupid streaming site. Wow, the Clippers really just took the lead, though. Reggie, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jackson. I feel like Durant can just pick his spots and score so much easier than Curry. Yeah, because he's 7 feet tall. A 7-footer with a jump shot like his and his handle and the ability to get to the basket. The one thing Kevin Durant doesn't have that Kobe had that made Kobe a more skilled scorer is a post game. come on. Come on, you moron. Like, I'm trying to live stream this game and, like, this thing just wants to make me mad, huh? I'm just going to check the play-by-play right now because I guess they just called a timeout. Skip ad. I don't want to see that. Right. I feel that, Hayden. Don't want to see these stupid pop-ups. All right. We're in a timeout anyways, but yeah. Thanks a lot to this idiot for making me miss whatever just happened. But yeah, okay. Reggie Jackson made a 26-foot three. Because, yeah, I did see that Donovan Mitchell turned the ball over, but then this thing froze on me, like, right as that happened. But hey, the bright side is no Wi-Fi problems. I've yet to, the fact that the Wi-Fi hasn't made me end the stream a lot earlier than I would like to, the fact that it hasn't forced me to reboot the stream, I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard, like, the fact that he finally just ran down the court like that. But yeah, now I get to see Reggie Jackson 3. But you know what? If the Clippers win this game, well, normally I would feel good about their chances of winning the series. Oh, Donovan Mitchell just kicked the chair. Oh, but the Jazz just scored again. Can you not do that, please? The stupid streaming site. Oh, wow. That what Joe Ingles just did. All right, here we go. 6 minutes left to go in the game, or at least in regulation. Kawhi with the spin move. Oh, he's going to kick it out to Batum. He misses. Yeah, I really think that Kawhi needs to take it to the basket more rather than giving up layups for threes. Bogdanovich for three, and the Jazz take a 3-point lead. And Ty Lue just called timeout. But hey, if the Clippers can steal this one at home, I do think that they have a good chance of winning this series. But we know the Clippers, so the Clippers could just be the Clippers again. Hey, we got ourselves a ball game, though. But Marcus Morris Sr. is going to enter the game. Wait, ESPN.com says he's going to enter the game for. Okay, he's going to enter for Nicholas Batum. Okay, that makes more sense. But yeah, okay, I'm going to assume I'm behind. What can I do? I'd rather it be behind than have this thing just completely. And Donovan Mitchell's going in for Jordan Clarkson. Okay, whatever. I'm behind. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, when you have Mike Green on the crew, then you're in for a damn good time. Like, I watch a lot of Knicks games, so I get the pleasure of listening to Mike Green on ESPN for playoff games and for Mike Breen during the regular season for the Knicks. Mike Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier, they're definitely the GOAT commentating duo. Hey, but Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen, a Knicks connection right there. You know, Mark Jackson played for the Knicks, was part of the bomb squad, and Jeff Van Gundy, a longtime coach, and Mike Breen, commentator for them. And Kawhi attacks, but he's going to give up another layup for a three. And Paul George attacks, but he's going to get 2 free throws. Kevin Harlan and Reggie Miller are going to be up there eventually. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't really like Reggie Miller as a commentator. I mean, he's not as bad as Chris Webber. Chris Webber is atrocious, but Reggie Miller, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really a fan of his as a commentator. And okay, Paul George knocks down the first free throw. And Paul George, he's going to make the second free throw. Yeah, I agree. It's really a Kevin Harlan. Yeah. And Beverly with some tenacious defense on Ingles and Mitchell. Oh, what a careless turnover. Once again, Donovan Mitchell. How many turnovers is that? Kawhi gets it out to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris misses the three, but Beverly gets the offensive rebound. And Beverly wide open from three. He misses. Oh, Clippers, man. But how many turnovers is that for yeah, Pat Beverly. That's the risk of having him out there. But yeah, like the fact that Terrence Mann hasn't seen any action, has only seen like 1 minute of action. Rondo 0 minutes. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell has 3 turnovers in this game. TNT lacking on their commentators. And Bogdan is going to get to Gobert, but back to Joe Ingles, I'm sorry. And Gobert finishes it, and that's going to count. And 1, he's going to go to the line to try to go for a 3-point play. Clippers are in trouble. The fact that the Jazz are able to do this without Mike Conley, I mean, they still have Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, but if they at least had Mike Conley in these first 2 games, yeah, it wouldn't even be close, I feel like. And Rudy Gobert is going to convert the 3-point play. It's a 4-point game. Out of water now. So they're pressing Kawhi. Okay, or Bogdan is. And Kawhi is going to start dancing with them. And he's going to kick it out to Morris. I mean, I feel like we're just seeing so much of that. That Kawhi is going to get into his dance, and then he's just going to attack and kick it out to the 3. Like, we're seeing a little too much of that. It's getting pretty predictable. And Ingles to the basket, but he kicks it out to Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal knocks down the 3, and it's a 7-point game now. Jazz up 110-103. Joe Ingles playing like a point guard. Yup. And Reggie Jackson's going to attack, but he's going to kick it out to Morris. But Beverly attacks. Oh, come on. You should have went right up with that. You missed that because you got hesitant. Don't hesitate. Reggie Miller, no bueno as a commentator. I agree. And Patrick Beverly with some defense right there. What's Ingles' line right now? He's got 19 points. He's 7 of 9. He's got 4 assists. And Bogdanovich has 16 points. Because, yeah, I feel like Mitchell has cooled off, but the role players are stepping up. All right, here we go. They're going to move the ball around a little. Kawhi, yep, we knew he was going to kick it out to the three-point line. But Kawhi with the offensive rebound, but he misses. It's like every time Kawhi tries to attack the basket, he just can kick it out for three. Ingles for three. He knocks it down. It's a 10-point game. Joe Ingles having himself a night. I just saw a clip of Joe Ingles making George. It's hilarious. You can send that to me if you'd like. But Ingles now has. Okay, I guess I guess I am a little behind. Thank you for not giving things away, by the way. But yeah, Ingles has 19 points now. It's a 10-point game with a little bit over 3 minutes left to go. Mm-hmm.
Somebody might want to check Mr. Ingles. I know it's been a little bit of a struggle in the playoffs, but that dude was on fire for three. And he is one of the most underrated. I almost said something I shouldn't. Trash talkers.
Oh, I know what she was going to say. That he's a great talker. I sent it. Yeah, I'll be sure to check it. But yeah, Clippers are in a hole right now. But I understand though with Rudy Gobert in the paint, yeah, it is pretty hard to get shots up in near the basket. But still, gotta at least show that you're not afraid of Rudy Gobert. All right, so a little over 3 minutes left to go. Jazz on a 14-2 run in the last 3.5 minutes. Oh, and Kawhi almost turns it over. It's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, Bogdanovich with some great defense right there. Yeah, Kawhi just... But yeah, that's good defense, though, by Bogdanovich. But yeah, Kawhi is really going to need to do more for the Clippers if they're going to win this game or if they're going to win this series. And Marcus Morris Sr. once again not shooting well at all, but still, the stars have to be held accountable before anyone else. There are some exceptions, but more often than not, yeah. And right now, Kawhi Leonard has not lived up to his standard. Can we just jump it up, please? And we're just under 3 minutes left to go. Guys, please hurry up. And the jump ball goes to the Jazz. And Donovan Mitchell has the ball up top, guarded by Reggie Jackson. And he's going to run out some clock, huh? And guarded by Morris. And, Marcus Morris with the nice strip right there. Paul George from 3. Yeah, that's not a good shot, Paul George. Yeah. I mean, I like that later on in the game he started attacking, but then he just went back into the old habit of settling for the 3. Mitchell attacks and kicks it out to Bogdan. Bogdan airballs it, and it's rebounded by Reggie Jackson. And Reggie Jackson misses from mid-range. And here come the Jazz now, and we're under 2 minutes now. Ten on the shot clock now. And Bogdan is going to pull up, and the 3 is in and out. Minute and a half left to go. The Clippers have missed their last 8 field goals, and that was Reggie Jackson, right? Yeah, Reggie Jackson just flushed that one home. I mean, that was just a free pass to the lane, though. I mean, to the basket, though. Free lane to the basket. And here's Mitchell. He's double teamed, and he's going to get it to Royce O'Neal. So they're just going to kill some time now. And Donovan Mitchell attacks, and no good. Paul George with the rebound. Just go straight to the basket, line drive. Attacking, and he gets the and one right there. Paul George has 24 points now. Only 1 of 5 from 3, though. Yeah. I know, he still has 23, but it's going to be 24. He's made all his free throws, so Paul George, okay, it's not quite pandemic P. He definitely could have done better, though. He started out miserably, but yeah, once he started getting into the basket, started getting going more. Yeah, Paul George has just got to attack the basket, and when they start clawing in the paint, because you're getting to the rim and getting to the foul line, then start taking the threes. And Donovan Mitchell that might be the icing on the cake right there. And Paul George kicks it out to Morris. And Kawhi, he's attacked, but once again, he kicks it out to the 3, and Reggie Jackson misses from 3. That looks like that's going to do it. This game looks like it's going to be over. It looks like the Jazz are going to go up 2-0. And yeah, it looks like the Clippers aren't even going to foul. Looks like they're not going to, though. Who just got tossed? Uh-oh. Donovan Mitchell's down. Hopefully he's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, it looks like a collision that they had right there. But yeah, we hope Donovan Mitchell's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't think anyone just got ejected, but it looks like Donovan Mitchell's going to be okay. He's getting to the free throw line. But yeah, I'd sit him down immediately after these free throws. He misses the first one. Because you got a comfortable lead with 12 seconds left. Yeah, only a 9-point second half for Donovan Mitchell. He started to slow down in the second half, but it's definitely going to be good enough for the win. We can bank on that. And he makes a second free throw. Still an 8-point game with 12 seconds left. And Paul George for 3. He knocks it down. Might be too little too late, though. It's a 5-point game.
Snyder says that Donovan Mitchell, his all-star, really understands a comprehensive
Clippers will get game 3. I can see it coming. I don't think they're going to get swept.
his growth continues. And we are seeing a burgeoning superstar
Hopefully Donovan Mitchell's good to go, though.
who's infuriated about something.
I have to wonder if you believe that this is about
His health, maybe.
his health. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But listen, you can't let him get to his right hand. These bank shots that he somehow puts enough English on, that little in out got you sold. That one right there got
Yeah, you got to force him left. Like they teach us when we're kids.
did your job. You allowed him to get to his right hand. He had 19 points, all drives going right in game one.
I didn't know that he had 19 points going right. Yeah, you got to force him left.
Donovan Mitchell was taken the pick after Luke Kennard in the draft several years ago, scoring on Kennard of opening night. And boy, what a great job the Utah Jazz did in finding
All right.
a guy who has emerged as
Let's go. 7 seconds left to go.
You got to fly. Get some ice on that ankle. Games are coming fast and furious.
great things happening here in Utah.
Yes.
New ownership. Dwayne Wade, part of the ownership group. Donovan Mitchell in the last game enjoyed the benefit of having a bona fide Hall of Famer. Dwayne Wade,
Jazz are going to inbound the ball.
advice.
And Gobert is going to go to the foul line for 2. They're going to foul. They should have fouled sooner, but Gobert has 20 rebounds.
That's Ryan Smith. Of course, Paul taught the Jazz.
But yeah, I could definitely see the Clippers getting game 3, whether Donovan Mitchell plays or not.
He was a passionate fan.
And Gobert will make the first free throw. It looks like that's going to do it. So, going to go pretty soon because this game's pretty much out of reach. So, thank you all for tuning in. Also, thanks once again for 400 subscribers. Really means a lot to me that 400 people are actually interested enough in my content to want to hear me ramble. And okay, that's gonna do it. Final score 117-111. Also, anyone new here, I'm pretty sure no one's new here yet, but yeah, if you can please remember to subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell, it'd be much appreciated. All right, let's read the lines for this game. So, Paul George had 27 points and Reggie Jackson had 29. Like, Reggie Jackson had himself a game. Paul George in the second half played really well, just got a little careless at times with the ball, but he had 10 rebounds. Like, the only thing he did horrible with is, yeah, he settled for threes too much. But yeah, we saw what happened when he started attacking more. And Kawhi really needs to get going. He scored 21 points, which is not bad, but knowing his standards, yeah, he's got to do better. And I would have definitely liked to see more Terrence Mann for the Clippers. The fact that they didn't play him at all, like, come on. And Rondo, like, no Rondo at all. But for the Jazz, player of the game is without a doubt Donovan Mitchell with 37 points. Jordan Clarkson with 24 points on 9 of 15. And Rudy Gobert, 13 points, 20 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Joe Ingles had himself a game, scoring 19 points and shooting 7 for 10, 4 of 7 from 3, and had the highest plus-minus for the Jazz. And Bogdanovich, 16 points, 5 of 8 from the field. Royce O'Neal was the only Jazz starter not in double figures Yeah, those are the only guys in the Jazz that scored it all. But anyways, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, everyone. And I'll see you next time. Peace.